Iran War, the Strait of Hormuz ultimatum. Tonight, the world is watching a narrow stretch of water, just 21 miles wide at its tightest point, but carrying the weight of the global economy. The Strait of Hormuz, it's not just geography, it's a lifeline. Nearly 20% of the world's oil flows through this passage every single day. And right now, it's at the center of a dangerous turning point. The ultimatum President Donald Trump has issued a stark warning to Iran. Reopen the Strait of Hormuz within 48 hours, or the United States will begin bombing Iran's power plants. Not symbolic targets, not military bases, power plants, infrastructure, the backbone of a nation's daily life. The message is clear. This is no longer just about military strategy. It's about pressure, leverage, and consequences. Why this matters: when the strait closes, even partially, the effects ripple instantly. Oil prices surge, shipping slows or stops. Supply chains begin to strain. Right now, shipping through the strait has dropped dramatically, with some estimates saying traffic has plunged by up to 95%. And the result? Oil prices climbing past $100 a barrel, gas prices rising for everyday people, global markets bracing for shock. This isn't just a regional issue, it's global. Iran's response. Iran isn't backing down. Officials say if the US strikes their energy infrastructure, they will completely close the Strait of Hormuz, target US and allied energy systems across the region, expand the conflict beyond its current boundaries. In simple terms, one strike could trigger a chain reaction. A war expanding. This ultimatum comes in the middle of a growing war involving Iran, the United States, Israel. Missile strikes have already hit cities. Troops are being deployed. Military assets are moving into position near the strait. What was once a regional conflict is now hovering on the edge of something much bigger. The strategy behind it. Some U.S. officials are calling this approach escalate to de-escalate. The idea? Apply overwhelming pressure, force a decision, end the conflict faster. But history has shown escalation doesn't always stay controlled. The human side. Behind all of this, workers worried about rising gas prices, families in the region preparing for retaliation, sailors stranded at sea, unable to pass through the strait, civilians living near infrastructure that could become targets. War headlines are loud, but the human impact is quiet and everywhere. What happens next? The clock is ticking. Iran must decide: reopen the strait or risk direct strikes on its power grid. The United States must decide: follow through on its threat or step back from escalation and the world. The world waits, because what happens in the next 48 hours could determine whether this remains a conflict or becomes a crisis far beyond control. Closing line. This is more than a standoff. It's a test of power, pressure, and consequences in one of the most important waterways on Earth. And right now, the world is holding its breath.